Have you ever looked into your dog's eyes and wondered, do they know when I'm lying? Can they really sense when something isn't right? If you've ever tried to fool your dog, you may want to think twice. Stick around because what we're about to reveal may just change the way you see your furry friend forever. We all know dogs are incredibly loyal and intelligent, but could it be possible that they know when we're being deceptive? From the moment they enter our lives, they become masters of understanding our emotions, routines, and even our secrets. But can they detect lies as easily as they sniff out treats? Today, we're diving deep into the science, the instincts, and the signs that may prove that your dog knows when you're lying. Here are 5 incredible ways your dog could be detecting your fibs. Let's start the countdown. But before we get started, subscribe to our YouTube channel because you'll discover mind-blowing facts and jaw-dropping information you won't find anywhere else. Don't miss out on the amazing content we have in store for you. Number 5. Dogs read your body language. It all starts with body language. Dogs are experts at reading human body cues, and they've evolved to do so over thousands of years. When you lie, even if you think you're doing a great job keeping a straight face, your body might betray you. Tiny cues like a subtle change in posture, the flicker of your eyes, or the way you hesitate can give away that something's off. To a dog who spends nearly all day observing your behavior, these changes can be glaring red flags. Think about the times you've told your dog you were going for a walk but actually planned on leaving them at home. They pick up on the smallest inconsistencies between what you're saying and how you're acting, and it makes them suspicious. Number 4. Dogs are masters of scent. Here's where things get even more fascinating. Dogs have an extraordinary sense of smell, far more advanced than ours. When we lie, our bodies can release different hormones and pheromones due to stress or nervousness. A dog's nose is finely tuned to detect these subtle changes in scent. Studies have shown that dogs can sniff out shifts in cortisol and adrenaline levels, which spike when we're anxious or stressed, common reactions when we're trying to hide something. So the next time you try to sneak out without taking them for a walk, remember that your dog can smell the truth. Number 3. Dogs pay attention to tone of voice. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to the tone of your voice. Even if you manage to keep your body language and scent in check, your dog can still pick up on the slight variations in how you speak. When you lie, your tone might change, whether it's a slightly higher pitch or a subtle quiver that you can't control. Dogs have evolved to recognize these tonal shifts because they rely on our voices to understand how we're feeling. Imagine telling your dog that everything is fine while your voice betrays your nervousness. They can hear the inconsistency and know that something isn't quite right. So when you tell your dog they've been a good boy even though they've chewed up your shoes, they might sense that you're not being entirely truthful. Number 2. Dogs understand your patterns. Dogs are creatures of habit, and they pay close attention to the patterns in your behavior. When you act outside of your usual routine, they notice immediately. For instance, if you always give them a treat before leaving the house, but suddenly start offering it with a different kind of nervous energy, they might sense that you're not being entirely genuine. Or maybe you tell them that you'll be right back, but your actions, like grabbing your keys and putting on your shoes, don't line up with that promise. Dogs rely heavily on the consistency of your actions to predict what's going to happen next. When you deviate from the norm, it can make them suspicious, especially if you're trying to deceive them. They're smart enough to connect the dots. Number 1. Dogs have strong emotional intelligence. And finally, dogs possess an uncanny emotional intelligence that makes them highly intuitive to our feelings. They can sense when we're happy, sad, anxious, or afraid, and lying often comes with emotions like guilt or anxiety. Dogs, with their deep connection to their human counterparts, can pick up on these emotional shifts even before we realize we're showing them. When you lie, your dog may detect the emotional discord through your facial expressions, energy, and overall demeanor. This emotional intelligence helps them navigate their relationships with us, and when something feels off, it can make them uneasy, alerting them to the possibility that we're not being truthful. So does your dog know when you're lying? It turns out they have some pretty impressive tools at their disposal, from reading your body language and tone of voice to sniffing out changes in your scent and sensing your emotions. While it's not a foolproof system, it's safe to say that your dog is more perceptive than you might think. Next time you try to trick your furry friend, remember, they might just be onto you. If you enjoyed this deep dive into your dog's sixth sense, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of our pets. thoughts and let us know in the comments. Has your dog ever caught you in a lie? Share your stories. We'd love to hear them.